everyone, I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a restock to the kitchen. Since we're trying to be more ingredient-based household, I'm going to make up some cream of soup base. I'm going to make up some taco seasoning, and I'm going to make up some fajita seasoning. So they're really simple. They just really call for the probably seasonings that you all have in your house. And you can make these up, and that way you're not reaching for that can of Campbell's or that packet of taco seasoning. You've got it right here in your house. You know what's in it because you've put it in there. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do the cream of soup base. Now this can be for cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, cream of celery, just any kind of cream soup that you want. Real easy to make. So we're going to start out 2 cups of dry milk. I've got 2 packets here, and I've got some more if I need it. I don't know how many cups is in each one. I just had these in the cupboard. I use them for different things. I'll use them in bread mixes, and I've used them to make homemade yogurt. So there's just like all kinds of things that you can do with dried milk, and it's always good to have in your cupboard because it's shelf stable. So it looks like, yep, each pack is 2 cups, or a cup, I'm sorry. So each pack pretty much is a cup. All right. Just get the dust out now. So that was easy enough. You don't have to measure any more of that. You want to use a glass jar, something that seals airtight. This happens to be a 4-cup or a quart mason jar. And I'm just going to dump everything right into the jar because you can mix it right in the jar. Now we're going to need 1.5 cups of cornstarch. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup because I'm using this little container here. And if you know cornstarch, you know it's messy. We're going to use the 1/4 cup because that 1/2 cup certainly isn't going to go in there. So if I need if it's a 1/4 cup, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 6. I need 6 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. She's full already. Let's run. Just kind of shake it down. 5. Okay. Good thing the next thing is all we need is just the seasonings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a good shake though first. And I have these kind of lids. You can use your lid and a seal, whatever will fit on these jars. Let's see, look at that. You mix it up.
So that's all there is to it?
No. There's more to this.
Okay.
I was just shaking it down so I could fit more in it. Because as you noticed, it was clear at the top.
Right.
Okay, now we need 1/4 cup of granulated chicken bouillon. I have chicken base with parsley. This doesn't need to be refrigerated, so you can use this. It's the same thing as bouillon, but there's no salt in this. Try to watch our salt content just for our health. So let me shake this out a little bit because I don't want to put that cornstarch in my chicken base. We got a bunch of little baby birds in our tree out here, And they're getting big now and getting brave, and they're standing outside of the tree. The mom comes over and she yells at them, "Get back in there."
As soon as you walk out the door, though, them birds
They go back in there
back
in the
their
tree.
hole.
So that was a 1/4 cup of the chicken. You can use the granule, you can use the chicken base like I have here. 6 tablespoons of minced onions. And of course it won't fit in there, so we're going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2 tablespoons, or 2 teaspoons, excuse me, dry basil. Basil's right here. I had to go hunting through all my cupboards here because I was like, I know I've got extras of this and I know I got extras of that. I just don't use them all the time. So 2 teaspoons of basil. 1, 2. We're going to shake it down again. Two teaspoons of dried thyme. I always struggle getting these little lids off. We like thyme. I think thyme is so good. It smells good. Plus, we always wish for more time in a day.
Yeah.
What a pun.
So the more of it you eat, the longer the day lasts.
I guess you're going to get more time, right?
Yeah.
1 teaspoon of black pepper. Whoop. Come on now. There we go. And if there's something in this that you don't like as much or whatever, then don't add as much. The biggest thing is the milk and the cornstarch. That's going to thicken it. So you can season this. If you want to omit as much pepper, and that's totally fine. And then 2 teaspoons of dried parsley. Now, even though that my chicken base had parsley in it, I'm still going to add more because we like parsley. We like the little color it adds, plus the flavor it gives. Okay. That is all of your ingredients for your cream soup base. Now we're going to put the lid back on it. Maybe if I can get it going here. There we go. We're going to give it a good shaky shake. Okay. And there is your chicken or your cream of soup base. When you want to go to make this, it is 1/3 cup of this mix. And then you want to take 1 1/4 cup. You can use water, chicken broth, beef broth to make it. Put it on the stove. It'll thicken. Once it's thickened, then you can flavor it to your base. Whether you want cream of mushroom soup, add mushrooms. If you want cream of celery soup, it's celery. I'd give it a couple sprinkles maybe of celery salt to give it that celery kick, or diced chicken. And if you do like the diced chicken and you want the cream of chicken soup, use chicken broth when you make it. So there is the cream soup base. That was easy. Now I don't have to use Campbell's, right? Everybody's always saying, oh, that stuff's not good for you. This isn't. Well, it isn't. You're right. It's processed. It's called convenience. But I'm trying to get away from having that in my house. So this is why we're making this. So the next one we're going to make, after I wipe cornstarch all over my pants, is the fajita seasoning mix. We're going to move this stuff out of the way. We're going to need the cornstarch, chili powder, salt, paprika, sugar, onion powder. Onion powder is over here. Garlic powder, cumin, and cayenne pepper. You can omit the cayenne pepper if you do not like it. So, for the fajita mix, you need to start out with, and this will make 4 servings. So you need 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the cornstarch is just a thickening
It's
agent.
a thickening agent, yes.
Okay. See, I'm learning all this stuff.
2 teaspoons chili powder. I have 2 open in my cupboard. I don't know why I had 2 open, but I do. Probably because I make a lot of chili and probably couldn't find the one and thought I was out. And so you need 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And I'm going to use the rest of that one. There's not much. It was maybe another 1/4 of a teaspoon. I've made this before. We've used this before. It's not going to hurt it. You need 1 teaspoon of salt. If you are not a salt person, you can omit this or just to taste, however you want to do it. This is a preference thing. So it's 1 teaspoon of salt. This is our Celtic salt, so I know it's not as bad as regular salt. It's still not as good, but not as bad. You need some paprika. You need 1 teaspoon of ground paprika. So we've got the grandson here from Texas. It was a very good trip. He'll be in a video sometime this week with us. He's with his dad right now, so he's out having some fun. And I need, when I do my sugar, I always wipe it off because I don't want to put paprika in my sugar. You need 1 teaspoon of sugar. And I've always used sugar, even though we do a lot of sweetener substitutes. I always use the sugar. I've never used anything different. Onion powder. I need 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And like I said, I've used this one here several times. We like this one. Never used the cream soup one yet, but we will use it. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. This calls for 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. I always put a teaspoon in. I like cumin. I use it a lot. So I know the addition of an extra 1/2 teaspoon is fine. You can use the 1/2 teaspoon though. If you're making this for your cupboards, 1/2 teaspoon. But I use a whole teaspoon. And throw some on the
Yep.
counter for good
Yeah.
measure.
Yep. You're keeping up the streak.
Yep. And cayenne. This is a preference thing. It says 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. I'm not going to use the whole quarter. I'm not a big hot on my fajitas. So this is 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to use just half of this. And that's it. There's the fajita seasoning. Mix it up. And honestly, I like the taste of this fajita seasoning. So when I make it, I'll use half of this for one, But realistically, you use as much of this to taste that you want. They say 1 tablespoon per like chicken fajitas or steak fajitas or shrimp fajitas, whatever.
So that's it for that one.
That's it for that one.
Could you double your ingredients to make more if you
I
wanted?
just quadrupled that. That's 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a 4. This is, one of them packets. To me, 1 packet that you get to season your stuff is half of this. So I would use half for if I was making fajitas or whatever for us. So I would use 2 tablespoons
Okay.
to make ours. The next, we're going to go taco seasoning. Again, airtight jar. Now on this one, we are going to need chili powder, onion powder, salt. Again, salt to your preference. Garlic powder, cumin, oregano, pepper. Pepper is missing right here. Okay, a pinch of cayenne and crushed red pepper flakes. Again, these 2 are optional. You do not have to use them. I gotta dust myself off here a little bit. So this is going to be quad recipe as well. 8 teaspoons of chili powder, which in turn would make 2 tablespoons and then 2 teaspoons. But 1, 2, and throw it on the counter.
Yep. Good job.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm getting down to the bottom. 8. All right. 2 teaspoons paprika. No, 2 tablespoons of paprika. Apologies. The tablespoon's not going to fit in there, so it'd be technically 6 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't spill no paprika that time. 4 teaspoons of onion powder. I don't want paprika in my onion, so I'm going to give it a wipe off. Now, how many did I say? 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's strong onion powder too. Now we need 2 teaspoons of salt. Should have just left all these lids off when I did it the first time.
Yeah.
Oh well. It'd be okay.
Yeah, it will.
One. And you can do the salt again to your preference. If you don't want to add all the salt, don't. Your kitchen, your rules. I've used this taco seasoning mix as well, and this one is very good. Now we need 2 teaspoons of garlic. 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of cumin. Again, I'm going to over cumin it because that's me. I love cumin. You do you. But it's 2 teaspoons of cumin. 2 teaspoons of oregano. Wipe the cumin off because I don't want cumin in my oregano. One, 2. One teaspoon of pepper. Again, your taste. If you don't want to add that much pepper, don't. Now it says you can go as many as 4 pinches of red pepper flakes. Well, I'm not doing that many. I'm going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes aren't that hot. It's this. This is the one you don't like. This is the one that you don't like.
I like a little bit of it.
And we're going to use about the same amount that we did in the fajita, just 1/8. Let's do less than that. Because I do put green chilies and stuff in it.
I like the green chilies.
I do too. There we go. Your taste. If you guys can handle more than us wimps, go for it.
Yeah.
And that is all in that one. Again, mixy mixy. There you go. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, excuse me, 2 tablespoons of mix per pound of burger. So, and if you need more, you can put a little more in there. But it smells really good. Tell me what you think. It smells just like taco mix.
Oh gosh, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So easy to make too. And that's the fajita.
Oh yeah. This is not a taste test. This is a smell test.
Smell test. And then the cream of soup, you ain't gonna. It's
Nothing
not.
to smell
I
like.
don't think it will. I mean, it'll have the seasonings in it, but it won't smell like cream of chicken or anything.
Yeah.
Just has the
Not much
seasonings.
there.
Yeah.
Good job.
So now we have cream soup base already. I don't have to go buy any cream soups. I'll probably I plan on using this probably in a lot of recipes, like smothered pork chops and stuff. I think that'd be a good base because it'll thicken. So I could probably make it as like a gravy for that stuff and then just flavor it up. Your taco seasoning and then your fajita seasonings. So we're all set. I don't have to buy any more packages of this stuff.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I hope you all thought that this was a interesting video. You give it a try. There's tons of different recipes out there for these things. So if you try this one, fajita mix, and you don't like this one, I can guarantee you there's about 1,000 more, probably 10,000 more out there that you can try. Same way with taco. The cream of soup base, it's pretty standard. That's usually what they put in it. You know, they may a different seasoning here or there. But I'm telling you, there are thousands of these seasoning mixes out there. So instead of buying the packages, make you some up, make it healthier for your family. It was super easy, didn't take much. I had everything in my cupboard. So give them a try. I hope you guys do. If you do, leave us a comment and tell us what you thought. If you would, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next video. You all have a great day. Bye.